So we're saying that the cause of a problem must be addressed, right? And the effect being the sinful behaviour, the sinful action, is the effect of the cause not being addressed. Right? That's what we're fundamentally saying. So here we are, we've got our sin, which is really, as Mary's pointed out, is our sinful, shall we call it behaviour? Yeah. And that is driven by the sin, the real sin that exists inside of our soul now. It's not in our mind. Our mind can store sin in it, by the way, because you have sinful thoughts. Right? And they can be sinful behaviour. So this includes, the sinful behaviour includes the thoughts. So you know how a lot of people worry about their thoughts. They go, oh, I thought about that thing and oh, that was pretty bad. And people get pretty almost like scared or ashamed of their own thoughts sometimes. Why did I think of that for? You know? Well, that's a part of the sinful behaviour. That's the effect of something. So you've got your thoughts, you've got your actions, you've got your words. And these are things we taught in the first century. I said to people, it's not what comes out of your mouth that condemns you. Well, so I said what comes out of your mouth condemns you, but it's not what comes out of your mouth that is the real problem. It's what's in your heart that's the problem that drives what comes out of your mouth. Right? So that's saying there's a sin in your heart that drives your words. So when you want to yell and scream at somebody and put them down and make them feel, you know, little and whatever you want to do, it's the words are sinful words, but in the end they're driven by some emotion, some belief in you that you're allowed to do that. Right? So what's in your heart, and quite often in the Bible the word soul was translated into heart, right? Rather than, because people didn't understand the fundamental design of the human, which is soul, spirit body, physical body, which is something I taught a lot in the first century, but people just dismissed that pretty much when they rewrote the Bible because they didn't believe in it. And so you end up with this understanding that, you know, that everything's in your mind and all you've got to do is change your mind. But if you understand your soul, everything starts in it. Any behaviour you have starts in it. So if your sinful behaviour is acting, you know, you're acting in a certain sinful manner, then it started in your soul somewhere. It started with your beliefs and emotions that are stored there. And unless that condition of your soul changes, so too will your behaviour remain. Right? So you could say the sin is a soul thing. It's in your soul. And the effect is what happens in your mind and in your actions. Right? So really what you think about is an effect of what's in your soul, not the other way around. Right? Now you'll read many Paget messages that make that very clear. That actually what is going on is the soul condition of the person needs to change, and frequently the soul and the mind are almost at opposites of each other. Sometimes your mind really wants to make a change, but your soul is so stubborn it does not want to move an inch on a change. Yeah. Please, if you come down.